Alright everybody, welcome back to Resistance of Tyranny. Uh, I completely forgot to mention in yesterday's video, although I did put it in the title, because I didn't even, I write these up the day before, just kind of my outline for what I'm going to talk about, and I was just doing the dishes last night, and I hear on InfoWars live broadcast, it was actually a replay of the live broadcast from earlier, because they get done at Alex gets done at 4 or something like that. This is at 7. But I hear him say, Dr. Stephen Greer. And I was just like, wait, what? And I automatically go and turn my screen recording on my phone because I'm like, what if I forget the date or something? I can't find the video again. But Front Row Brian usually puts it up on his YouTube channel. The whole broadcast of Alex Jones for that day. And so I just screen recorded it, and at first, I missed the whole front section when he was, already talking to him. He was on there for, an hour, Stephen Greer was. And I thought he was, talking crap about him or something. And, I hear his name, and then he says something else. You guys will have to watch it. It's yesterday's broadcast, but it just drew my attention, and then he's, introduces him, and he gets on the show, and I was, just amazed. My heart was racing. I was so excited. I've been wanting this to happen for so long, throwing it in comment sections everywhere, because Joe Rogan went on, or Stephen Greer went on Joe Rogan, on episode 331 or something like that, a long, long time ago, when he was just starting his podcast, and then he also had Alex Jones on twice separately. Alex Jones and Stephen Greer went on separately on Impulsive, Logan Paul's podcast, and I was just get them together. And so next week they're actually going to be on together for 2 hours or something, or 3 hours, or a podcast or something, because they have a lot of information, and I don't think they see what they're both talking about and tie it together. So it's there's a lot of confusion, because Alex is talking about the demons that he's always talking about, serving Satan and those types of things that are happening, which is the anti-human agenda, obviously. And then Greer's talking about the ETs, and he never gets into the demon thing. He had some good points. Angels and demons don't need spacecraft, and he got into some of that basic stuff, there's troublesome interdimensional beings, which is true. They're interdimensional. And so he got into that, but not in fine detail. But I think they have, because they do tie it together. And Greer did mention how they want to use the alien threat, false flag threat, to bring in world government and to unite everybody around that type thing, which is happening now with the coronavirus. And so that point makes sense. He didn't get into depopulation, Greer didn't, although Alex always talks about that. But he didn't tie that together with the point of the coronavirus, and that the plan for the world government control. He knows it's for control and power. He doesn't know it's for depopulation. At least he didn't mention that. I'm sure he does know it, but that's the big picture. But they did kind of tie those together slightly. It was super good. You guys should go watch it if you haven't. I was just amazed. I was super excited for that. Alex apparently has been listening to Greer for over 20 years. But yeah, go watch it, because it's just amazing. A lot of information. The commercials get annoying, but definitely do buy their products. Very good. I just ordered storable food from InfoWars, but hopefully this next week they'll have a commercial-free podcast of the two together, so that'll be really good, and we can look forward to that. All right, next. Got that out of the way. It was just amazing. And I quote Dr. Greer's work a lot of times, and Alex Jones, because it does tie together if you put the pieces together, how they want to use it to bring in world government and all the other sub-groups that benefit from that as well. Like I've gone over, those are either infiltrated, controlled through corruption, or created by the globalists themselves, their agents. Just some of the biggest weapons manufacturers, oil companies have been started by globalists, by Rockefellers. The bankers, they have all the money, so they can run all that. Some are separate, but then they end up buying those out or threatening them. You'll see how it all ties together. So now we have Washington State now requiring restaurants to collect personal data, just phone numbers and emails and names of customers for contact tracing, And it's actually funded by George Soros, if you look into that. This contact tracing thing, who was just a complete Nazi collaborator, globalist piece of shit. The tyranny just gets worse and worse because everybody's suspect, everybody's bad. We all need to have our rights taken, and that was the point of the Red Scare. That was the point of, not the overall point. There's other points. Terrorism, they use that. Foreign threats used to take your rights and bring in basically a police state. And then there's other uses for the war as well. Depopulation, control of that area, oil, and then the military or the corporations go along with it because of the oil, or their boost their weapons manufacturing so they get more money, little things like that. But there are reasons for all of those. And now we're getting into the bigger things, as we see now. That's really the idea. They're killing the third world and taking our rights away at the same time. We're all going down a whole level. We're going down a level basically into the third world, and then the third world dies off, which is their plan with this virus. And now Kate Brown in Oregon, which is where I'm living, is saying that work will not resume until there is a vaccine, here or frankly anywhere. That's what she said, which will be at least 2 years, because they're going to destroy as much as they can before that. I mean, people starving now, not making any money, don't have any money, trying to feed their kids, and then they go get arrested. But like I'll cover in tomorrow's video, which I already have written up, some good police not going along with this, thankfully in my town as well, and some other things. Everybody will just be poor, and that is another one of the goals. And just an amazing man, Elon Musk, tweeting that he's opening up Tesla against the guidelines, the coronavirus guidelines for his county, and that if anyone be arrested, that it be him. He's saying he's on the front lines with everybody else. He's just a patriot. He's a good billionaire with a lot of power and can do a lot, but is under great threat, and everybody around him, just like Trump, is a very troublesome person. Just a great man. He's making it. I hope he makes a big difference, and I just really respect him. But the basis of this contact tracing, which I mentioned, is restaurants just keeping info of customers for at least 30 days, and if somebody catches the virus, well, you get shipped off to some place God knows where. See y'all tomorrow.